Happy New Year, you blue motherfucker!
Happy New Year, you said sack of a alcoholic.
Correction! Well, last year I was lonely, sad, and always drunk. This year I will not only quit drinking, but I will appreciate the friends around me, like you and that one horse.
It's not gonna last long.
Sure it is. The year's already starting off well. I have 300 subscribers. I haven't had a drink since Christmas, so it's all good. Well, shit, that didn't last long. There's no traditional start game or press start action either. To start the game, you click on Mario. You know, scientists today still can't figure out why this was put here. However, both versions sound great. People have created actual covers of songs using these programs. Just listen to what I made. But now let's get into what the game is really about. You know, the thing that's plastered all over the box. I mean, just look at this. You know, you got Mario. He's painting. There's some musical notes and
Gasp.
his Super NES mouse. Super NES mouse. It's a motherfucking Super NES mouse. I still find it a bit odd to see a Super Nintendo having a mouse add-on. It makes it so the Super Nintendo booted with Mario Paint feels a little bit more like a traditional PC. This is my PC gaming setup. It's a NES Super Edition filled with a 16-bit CPU, 128 kilobytes of RAM, a whole dedicated processor, and before you ask, yes, it does play Minecraft at a quarter of the speed. My favorite one is the water one. Something about using water to erase a drawing is funny to me. No. If only you were real, my love.
Hey ass munch.
Computer! What are you doing? You know it's me time.
Are you spending Valentine's Day drunk again?
No, actually, instead of getting drunk, I decided to draw a bit.
How's that going for you?
It sucks.
Well, maybe you should give this a shot.
What the fuck? Doodle date! The game starts out with me, a character that probably gets bullied just with that name alone. We see that me is upset that summer is over, and now has to hear all the exciting summer stories told by their classmates. One thing me seems really bummed about is the absence of a sex life. I mean love life. No wait, I do mean sex life. However, while in the midst of being sad and shit, me decides to look through some old art, and while doing so, one comes to life and drags me into their notebook. Why is it here that I mentioned something along the lines of Take On Me? After some dialogue, me suggests a date in which we must draw a waiter who, I must say, is very sexy. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be on a date with Sketchy. And she seems to be bickering about me flirting with the waiter. Great. She asks me if they love Sketchy, and here's where we get the choice on who do we love. Oh no, which one will I choose? It's such a tough decision, oh no! I choose Sketchy. After a couple weeks, me asks Sketchy to marry him, and oh my god, I get to draw the engagement ring. Oh, it's gonna be the best fucking ring in the world. Yeah. But before that, Claire comes back to say some shit, but we reject her, and the wedding goes on, and Sketchy has a fucking problem. It's supposed to be my fucking wedding day, goddammit, why you gotta fucking ruin it, Sketchy, you put your fucking problems, you piece of shit. Wow, that's actually a really good thought out and serious problem that both makes the player and character within the game very uncomfortable, and that's just really, like, that's deep. Like, that took some good build up to get there. Or at least that's what I wish happened! Instead, it's just, I want my body. 'Kay, 3 months later or some shit, they're divorced. It really emphasizes the problem when you just mention it once, and then fast forward to when it's a big issue, you know? Because what the fuck is built up when you can just go like, oh, it's a problem! Oh, it's a problem! So the game starts out with Sir PewDiePie closing on a video when all of a sudden, barrels. Oh, fuck! The barrels, they do have good designs and gimmicks to them. Some of my favorites include the Barrel-A, who gives birth after killing it. Sanic Barrel, who rolls at you. Little Flower, I think you get this one. A Bully, these things are fucking terrifying. Lisa, did you just explode? A bat, it's just a bat. The other bat, it's just another bat. And my most favorite, PewDiePie. Wait, what do you mean it's just a duck? They're trying to say otherwise. Anyway, to hit King Bowser.
Ah, yes, YouTube finally decided to reward me for my efforts in being a big YouTube star. Glad to see they also think I've hit a bajillion subscribers.
There we go.
Yeah. Man, this gets me thinking. You know, YouTube's such a big corporation, and yet it has all these problems. I'm surprised no one has come in and tried to compete with them.
Have you already forgotten?
No!
Yes, it's me. VanillaIceCreamCone.png. YouTube, you've probably heard of it. That small website where weirdos upload low-quality videos about whatever they want. You see, over the years, this video sharing website has been having more and more problems to the point where people complain about the site on the site itself. But a new competitor has entered the ring, and it comes in only one flavor: vanilla. But it's actually called Vanillo. So if you're not getting that much through Patreon, where is all the money to fund the site coming in? Duh, the only thing that gives small websites money.
And that is?
Low quality flash ads.
Oh, it's low quality flash ads!
Low quality flash ads.
It's low quality flash ads.
Low quality flash ads.
Low quality flash ads.
Low quality ads.
It's low quality flash ads.
You see these ads? You probably can't because they're blurred, but, I don't want to get sued. It's like when you go on websites with flash games just to see a bunch of ads about porn games. Come on, man, I'm just trying to play Super Mario 63. You don't have to show me an elven lady with her tits out. Okay, but enough filler. Let's actually look at the site to see if it hits the standards, and who knows, maybe with this new account that I made, I can get another plaque. But this time it's from Vanilla-O. Haha. Oh boy. I gotta say, it's not that appealing to look at. The main reason? Fucking yellow. Let's upload my Mario Paint video. Oh, it's at 100%. It's gonna be uploaded.
20 minutes later.
Fuck. First, let's change that fucking color. Yellow ain't pretty. You see, YouTube works because red pops to the eye, and sure, it's bright, but it's still eye-catching. Now, you can change it to red, but you'll be straying away from originality, so go for a more lighter color, like motherfucking pink! Oh, that looks nice! But let's go further. How about we do something like a gradient? Yeah, that's fucking sexy! Hi, I'm Tabbills, and today I'm gonna be teaching you how to survive in the wild. Try to keep up. If you couldn't tell, we're gonna be talking about survival games today. Not sure if that was clear. Fuck you. So one thing to remember while you're trying to survive out here in the wild is to always do— oh, look, a native!
Yeah, she just took the kids and fucking left.
It looks like I'm safe. Finally did it! I was able to make a stable enough base to hide all my treasures and finds from even the shittiest of 12-year-old pussies. And even if so, they can't even get through the base, so I am the strongest Rust player alive. Shit, you fuck! While the ocean can be a very dangerous place, it's almost nothing like the community that is the Minecraft fandom.
It's the eye of the spider, it's poison, it won't bite.
Fuck that shit! Even before it was bought out, Minecraft was put on fucking everything. Xbox, PlayStation, iPhone, Android, Wii U, DS, Game Boy, my oven, this cup. Wait for it. There it is. After fucking around, you can see you can harvest things by punching them, and that does include trees as well. Alright, looks like it's time for me to get some wood. Fuck! Oh, why'd I punch it? Fuck! It's fucking 2D sprites instead of low quality models. This makes it so Terraria can run in even the lowest running machines. Does that mean it reflects the quality of the game? Of course not. What are you, fucking stupid?
Well, so far, this seems to be easy. I'm just killing easy prey. Oh, what the fuck is that?
There are some really creepy enemies in Terraria. Some including this bee, this spider, this thing. This can make Terraria go from, oh, what a nice peaceful new world, to, oh my god, what is that?
Just like the video games, the wild can be very much the same. As I run through the wild, there's no way I can get everything I want. But at the same time, I have my whole life ahead of me. From now on, I am devoting my life to this new wilderness survival X type thing. And unlike my emo phase of 2009, this is not a phase, but a lifestyle.
Yeah, I got bored. Man, I want to play Grand Theft Auto. Except, I don't want to have all the blood and the violence and the guns and the weapons and the rated M-ness. You know, I want something more for pussies.
Well, that's where I come in.
It's bullet time!
Did you really cut your hair for the bit?
Yeah, I'm a bully.
Dude, that's my hair!
Well, quit your crying, would you? Because I got what you need right here.
My fucking hair! Rockstar, well known for making some of the more mature content in the market, decided to make something that was a little bit more tame. They decided to make a game that is very much like Grand Theft Auto, but have it rated T for teen. No, it's not that one, that's not even by the same company. So our story is told through the perspective of a young Jimmy Hopkins, and... okay, why is the screen black? Why is the screen... Oh, we're playing the PC edition? Fuck. Yeah, it's one thing to mention that the PC version of this game doesn't really work too well on newer hardware. It has been re-released though on the PlayStation 4, iOS, and Android, but you know what? I'm still gonna be playing on the PC version because I'm borderline satanic. He's one of the more fleshed out characters that Rockstar has ever created. In fact, there's a lot here that is different from a traditional Rockstar trope.
Yeah, that's right, I'm fucking unique.
No, you're not, actually. In fact, you're the most generic character I've ever created.
Whatever, I'm still cool though.
It's bullet time!
The interactions you have with not only the students but the faculty is nice to play through, and it's kind of refreshing seeing as other Rockstar games don't even have that kind of charm. Like, do you play San Andreas for the plot? No. Do you play GTA 4 for the plot? No. Do you play GTA 5 for the plot? Yeah, maybe just a little bit. My point still stands though. You can go out of your way to look like a civilized student, or you can be a pigman, or you can even be a fucking alien! Watch me as I return to my mothership! Plus, this game's music kicks so much fucking ass. But hey, almost none of that matters now because we've been expelled. Fucking great.
Gary! Moron! Why'd you do it, Gary?
Claire, why'd you do it, Gary? Why? I thought me and you were friends. I thought we were soulmates. I thought me and you could get a little... This is dumb.
And you know, that means more me, you know, I want more cameos, more videos of just me. I want a clothing brand, merchandise galore. Any product that you can get, I want my name on it. I want... Oh! What the heck? Why'd you do that?
I don't want you to become a recurring character. Computer, I'm bored.
So play a game.
But I don't know what else I should play. I mean, I played almost everything that I've owned. I mean, what's next? What else can I do?
Oh, I got a funny feeling when she walked in the room. Yeah, as I recall, it ended much too soon. Oh, what a night.
So that's where I left my Switch. Dude, I've been wanting to play Smash all week. Okay, fine, I'll talk about the Wii U. What is it even? A Wii with a screen or a console version of a DS? Actually, that second one would have been way fucking cooler to do. You see, while everything... So while everything's being ported from the Wii U, you gotta remember that not everything's gonna be making it to the Switch. Plus, while we talk about those things, we can also talk about what Nintendo could have done to keep this poor bastard alive. But first... Yeah, that's right. Now listen, I'm not the biggest fan of 3D World, but I can admit that it is a great game. It's long, it's fun, and there's a lot to do. I think you guys know the plot and everything, but you may be saying, yeah, they'll port this game eventually. No! No, they're not. They're not. They're just not. They're not gonna fucking port. So that just keeps a great game on what's now called the dying console. But what if you don't like the Marios and Luigis and the Toadstools? You know, what if you want something more adventurous, something more epic, something that has a blonde boy in green tights?
Well, that's where I come in.
Oh, what the fuck? Well, thank you, Jamal.
It's not my name.
Jane, but even with the original titles on the system, it's clearly not enough to keep the thing on life support. But before you pull that plug, let's take a look at the last thing that both saves the Wii U and keeps it from being all too great. Seriously though, why the fuck was there no GameCube support? You can buy Wii games digitally, and the Wii's hardware, which, by the way, could run GameCube games, is in the Wii U itself, so why the fuck was there no support for that? You even made an adapter that could use the GameCube controllers with Smash. Like, everything was laid out for you just to implement it. So, yeah, I think it's safe to say that the Wii U is dead, but that doesn't mean it was a bad console. Everyone is quick to call it a mistake when really there was a lot of positives to owning it. Keyword being was, as nowadays owning a Wii U is kind of not worth it. So I think it's finally time to take this thing off life support. Wait, I didn't back up any of my games! Fuck!
Paper Mario. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. A name that once gave me joy now spirals me into depression. But why? Why is it that this name, its reputation was ruined?
Oh, fuck! That's why! Huh. I almost forgot about that. You piece of shit! Imagine being a little boy playing games and you're like, I don't want this normal ass Mario. I want something more spicy. So you go to the store and on the shelf you see it. The Heavens Descents, Paper Mario. And you're like, yeah, that sounds cool. So you go home, you play it, and you see that yes, it's indeed different, but familiar. But in the realm of Paper Mario, this just started the series. Things wouldn't ramp up until an old door needed to be opened. That is 1,000-Year Door. I don't know why I phrased it like that. Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door, while being a sequel, feels like its own game. This is because the game tells its own story in a unique setting with unique characters, making the game feel a little bit more unique. Have I worn out that word yet? I can continue all day, but to sum it up, Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door is like the edgy younger brother to the older, more colorful Paper Mario. Analogy, but not as weird and disgusting as the next game in the series. One that had so much promise and could have taken some creative ideas and taken the series a step forward. But instead, it took a step backwards, and all we got was some sticker shit. Fuck, I forgot about this game. Super Paper Mario is the next title in the Paper Mario series, and it took the ever-improving formula that the series was building upon and trashed it in favor of platforming. You see that void in the background? The thing that's lingering over you throughout the entire game? What is that? What is that thing doing exactly? It's consuming the world, you fool! Also gross is that we're back to the basic plot of Bowser kidnapping Peach, and while I appreciate the no dialogue opening, I do not appreciate the fact that they muted Bowser. This is bullshit! I think you get it. Sticker Star is just bad, and Nintendo had their chance to fix their mistake. They could have made it so everyone forgotten about the stickers. But unfortunately, they used the same basic formula, and all we got was this game, but in HD. God fucking damn it, Nintendo. Hey computer, guess whose birthday it is?
Oh, I know whose birthday it is.
Yeah?
It's something very special to me.
Yeah?
The greatest.
Mm-hmm.
Minecraft.
Yeah! Wait, what?
Yeah, Minecraft turns 10 today.
Oh. Yeah, I knew that. That's why for this video that I'm making right now, we're gonna play some Minecraft ripoffs. Yeah, that makes enough sense. Seriously, this game literally screams, I'm doing the Minecraft game! Just by its world generation alone. So yeah, if you know Minecraft, you know Castle Miner Z. You break blocks to collect said block in order to craft and build. I will say this though, The crafting is automated, so there's no need to remember recipes, and there are more additions to this game that Minecraft doesn't have. However, you're still fighting zombies and skeletons at night, and both look like they came out of a PS2 game. Oh yeah, not to mention that there are also dragons! Cue the Game of Thrones music! You're fighting off against zombies after what seems to be an outbreak. You fight the oncoming herd of enemies involving zombies, slime, spiders, and even a ghost! Ooh, I'm gonna suck your dick! I don't know why I just said that. Big Crafter takes the aesthetic of Minecraft and turns it into one of these games. How exciting. Remember the cookie clicker games? Well, in this one, you're not doing this. You're doing this. Okay, but to be fair, this game does add some motion controls to it, so a swing can act as a click. This means you can play like this, or even this. It's really beautiful when you think about it. Everything I showed you is practically everything that's in the game, and I'm not joking when I say that. Yes, there are 2 different modes you can play, but they're both painfully so similar that I'm not even gonna bother. Who even is the company that made this game anyway? Well, Google search results in no website or information on them. We have a Twitter link though. Oh, it's a foreign developer. Okay. His posts don't go too far, and all of them are just on the development of the game. No, there has to be more here. I think it's time to do some cold-hearted investigation. Oh my god. I got nothing. Man, I hate playing a fleshed out game with high graphics and a controller with proper feedback. I wish I could play this game on a vertical brick with one hand and almost twice the bullshit. Wow, I didn't know Nintendo would stoop this low. I mean, it makes sense. Everybody knows what a Mario is, and everyone has a cell phone. So you put these 2 things together, and you, my friend, have a money-making elephant. I don't know why I used that analogy. This 3-item box makes it so if you get 3 of the same items, you'll go into a frenzy, becoming invincible and being able to throw an infinite amount of those items. It's like when I put on 3 hats, I become invincible! Ah, fuck. Oh, that hurt. In Mario Kart Tour, you can unlock these characters just by earning enough grand stars or by using the gacha system. This is the same system used by Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Here you are paying 5 emeralds to shoot an item out of a pipe. These items include characters' carts and the gliders. But don't worry, you can get doubles of characters you already have. So if you were hoping to get that super rare Metal Mario so you can have a better time on that one track, too fucking bad. You got Luigi again, bitch. Why is it always Luigi? But knowing Nintendo, they'll just get rid of this video and I'll be banned from any further beta testing. I'm the only one to blame for that, I know, but it's hard for me not to talk about this stuff publicly when I already feel that my voice as a consumer isn't being heard. I do hope that in the future Nintendo can lighten up about these things and we can share what we have, because I'd like to live in a world where we can share about this stuff instead of keeping it a secret.
Too late, fuckboy. Nintendo blocked you.
Well, shit. Computer, load up E3 2019.
No popcorn this year.
Listen, last year was a big disappointment. With the companies giving out major details before the showcase even happens, it just leads me to believe that this year might be worse than last year. So let's just get this thing over with.
Loading up E3 2019.
Now let the disappointment begin. Hey, that wasn't that bad. Where'd this popcorn come from? So with all of that, E3 was looking kind of dim this year in terms of how good it would be. I mean, hey, we're still the suckers anyway since we all watched it. So without further ado, let's get over this shit show. Let's see how good it actually was or how decent it was. Starting off with, of course, Sony. Well, looks like Sony failed. Not surprising. So let's see how Xbox did. They then show up Commander Keen, a revival of an old IP turned into a mobile game. The first thing we see is the Smash character reveal for Hero from Dragon's Quest. Well, this is gonna be a shit show. Next we get... oh wait. Oh shit, it's Animal Crossing! It looks so good and interesting! Fuck, it got delayed! Wait, what? Wait, we already got our character. You're telling me there's another one? It's weird, it's like the King K. Rool trailer, but... no! They didn't! That was a good final announcement, a really strong note to end on, almost as good as the Ridley announcement, but here's the thing, it's Nintendo, it's really never over. There's always that one announcement at the end, and this seems Breath of the Wild related. It looks really good for DLC. Actually, it looks like a lot more for DLC. Maybe it's a whole expansion. Heck, I don't even mind if it's both. I'll still buy it. I didn't buy the last DLC. It didn't really interest me too much, but this seems really cool. I will for sure buy this expansion. But all in all, I think this E3 was pretty decent. It had a good beginning, it had a good ending, but everything in the middle was kind of sucky, you know? I'm really surprised at Xbox. They went in big, and I think it really paid off. Nintendo, on the other hand, while they had some good announcements, they could have done a little bit better, you know? But all in all, I think this was a very decent E3. What about you, Computer? What did you think of it?
I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, really? What was your favorite announcement?
Fallout Battle Royale.
Okay, that's it. I'm returning you. Yo, fuck game collecting. You may be saying, Tom, you can't say that. You're on a video game channel where you talk about games. How could you feel that way? We can first start out with the buying process because, oh my god, it's a nightmare. Now this one mostly depends on where you live. If you live in a small town, you're more likely to find some local game stores carrying some retro games. If you live in a city, it's more rare, but they are still there. If you live in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, then, well, you're not getting much. Too Many Games is where I also got to meet a bunch of my favorite YouTubers, so that was kind of neat too. And Tom, you dumb little boy, you don't need to go on a whole adventure just to buy some games. You can do all of this through the wonderful worlds of online shopping. Okay, yeah, but there's just one tiny problem, just a little tiny problem with that. I don't like online shopping. I do online shopping when I need things like lights or a new monitor. I don't like doing that for game collecting though. It feels like a cheap way out, you know, taking the fun out of finding the game in the wild. Cause why make it thrilling when you can just press a button and it's right there at your doorstep? A copy of Earthbound with just the cartridge alone is $240 fucking dollars. That's only because it's rare, I know, but with the cartridge alone being that much, how much is it in the original big ass box with the guide? Jesus! Well, I mean, who needs a house to live in anyway? I have consoles too, and thankfully those I can display. I have these cubby holes allowing me to display my consoles for all generations. And thankfully enough, they all fit. Ah, dang it. So yeah, my latest addition to my console collection is the original Xbox. And while the thing is already not in great condition, it doesn't fit where I display my shit. So now I have to move around my old consoles and put my Xbox under my desk, making all the wire management worse than it's already been. Speaking of the wire management, setting up these things is like a goddamn experiment. If you think I'm stupid enough to plug in all my consoles into this one power strip, you're wrong. They're actually plugged into this power strip that's plugged into the same janky power outlet as the other one. If my house burns down, you know why. Now it's plug in the strip, switch on the consoles, and make sure it's hooked up to the capture card. If any of that wasn't a first world problem, then the world's fucked. Also, you may have heard me say plug this thing into my capture card and not my TV. This is because I can't have my TV plugged in while the power strip is plugged in. So I'm sitting in an office chair playing these games. You haven't had true back problems unless you've played games in an office chair or until when you've contracted scoliosis. I mean, that one's just a given. But hey, you may be thinking that this is just all me, that these are just my problems, that only I am dealing with them. Well, to prove you wrong, I got the most awake YouTuber I know, and that is Indie Jacob. Jacob? Jacob! Jacob!
Fine. Oh, hey Tom.
Yeah?
I got a copy of Earthbound.
What, you think that's gonna make me angry? This is gonna make me upset? Like I'm gonna get annoyed or something? I don't know who you think I am, but if you don't give me that fucking copy of Earthbound, I'm gonna shove your so far up your These games were made with a specific hardware in mind, and you can't just slap it onto another piece of hardware without tinkering the fuck out of it. But as of right now, I'm stuck in this little space, and while it might be a little inconvenient, it's still a little cozy. So with that, I should really find a place to put my Xbox games. Let's see, oh, right there. I have to tell him. Are you stupid? For having an opinion? For having a bad opinion? Oh, come on. I know it's in poor taste and it may not make too much sense, but this is how I feel. You're sick, I tell you. Sick! That may be so, but if it is, you still need to love me. You need to accept the fact that I like Mario Maker more than Mario Maker 2. But that's not my main issue with this course maker. My issue is that it lacks character. How'd you change shit in the original? You shook it. How'd you put wings on it? You placed the wings on them. How'd you give a mushroom to things? You dragged it onto them. Wow, what a fun and cool way to do things. So in the sequel, they would have kept this, right? No, you're fucking wrong, Billy. Well, I mean, except for the mushroom thing, I kind of found that out a little bit later. What was so wrong with the first game and how it did it? Was it too complicated? Was it not straightforward enough? Could people not figure out how to shake a fucking object? And don't even give me that crap of like, oh, it's just a kid's game, because the Switch has sold over 2 million units, and most of that fan base, it's adults.
I think I get it now. You don't think it's a bad game at all, do you? No, it's good. Really good, just not as good as the first. Well, that's okay. Sometimes the sequel to a movie won't be as good as the original. Does that affect that movie as a whole? No, and I'm glad that your view on its sequel status doesn't affect your enjoyment of the game. Why would it to begin with? I have no clue. Well, I'm glad we were able to talk this out maturely, but there's still one thing I don't understand. Why are you wearing those glasses? What do you mean? I'm not wearing glasses. Oh my god! You didn't know you had those on the whole time? No!
Look at me playing the best Zelda game of all time, but you know what? If Breath of the Wild is so good, why hasn't there been a Breath of the Wild 2? Oh wait, that is happening. I think the sequel should have workarounds for these setbacks, like an item or a potion that makes you rainproof, or just ditch this aspect altogether, because I don't see it adding anything other than an unfair difficulty spike. The game looks like it's going to be taking place in a castle and not a whole land, and that wouldn't be too great if it was. I get that the castle is rising out of the ground, but bread rises in the oven, and you don't see me exploring that whole thing. I think the best way to go about the combat is allowing usage of weapons and magic in a more complicated fighting style. I am curious as to why I haven't talked about Zelda in such a long time. Oh, fuck. Oh boy, I just got-
Went out of focus as soon as you walked in.
Of course it did. Okay, alright, so it sure was a hassle getting this thing, the CB Wonder. I can't wait to finally sit down and experience the games of the olden time, you know? Oh man, this is gonna be so much fun. Hey computer, do you have AV inputs by any chance?
No.
Wait, are we bleeping out the curse words now?
Yes.
Fuck! It's almost as if it was an afterthought, you know, this feature and all, but if you don't like playing these games on these newer systems and you want to make your old boys feel new again, well, you can do that if you want to sell your soul.
Did I hear soul?
No, Satan, I was just making a joke. Fuck! That sounds great, I can finally play the piece of shit games I own in HD finally. Man, let me just see how much these consoles cost. Jesus! You can be the best at what you do, but you can still make the mistakes because nobody's perfect, so there's always a small chance that someone or something will fuck up. I can't have that happen to my little ones. I mean, this one's just starting to learn how to speak. Man, if only there was a way I could plug something into them and not have the risk of damaging them along the way. Oh, wait a minute, I said plug and play earlier. However, they don't make them anymore, and new ones go for around. Ah, fuck, who keeps putting that in the water? Why'd I do all this again?
You wanted to play with cardboard.
The CB Wonder isn't just cardboard. Oh wait, this product is just cardboard. Damn it! Oh, I paid a lot of money for that. Oh, it's just piss. Oh, okay, the water was piss. This entire time. What's even gonna be out there? Oh my god! What the fu- Why do you look like that?
Do you like it? I stood here for like a year and a half. He took a long time. A hairstylist came in and did this, so, by the way.
Oh. Yeah, no, I like it.
Thanks.
Okay. What the fuck? You know, I'm sick of this. All this magic shit, bending of reality. You know, this was all fun, you know, at one point. But now it's just something that's really been my torture. And yet somehow I still have to rely on it.
What?
Huh?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, nothing. Yeah, no. I'll get to this. I'll play the game.
Oh, good. You have me worried there for a second.
You know, it's funny. I actually was gonna play it regardless if you showed up or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but there's a lot of pressure now due to the whole situation.
Yeah, well, I'm not sorry, even a little bit.
And while I've owned the game since around the 3DS version release, I never got far enough to see what those changes were. And since the world's in danger, I guess it's better late than ever. Speaking of which, so are you just gonna sit there while I do this?
Unless the script calls for it.
Yeah, thanks for breaking that fourth wall there for us. Totally doesn't break the immersion of what I'm trying to do here. You ready to do this, computer?
For the sake of humanity, no.
Alrighty then. Except there's one little thing.
And what would that be?
You only have 3 days to do that, and a casual player might look at this and think, only 3 days? The fuck? However, if you know how to use the Ocarina of Time, it's not as bad as it seems.
The temples in this game are a sheer disappointment compared to the last iteration.
What? Oh, not you. How dare you say that there's something bad within a Zelda game? I'll have you know that every Zelda game is the best Zelda game because of the...
You can't kill Satan.
Like I was saying.
And when you've went through all the transformation mechs, you get to become a giant and beat the shit out of a sandworm. I mean, it's quite beautiful when you think about it.
But I'm not going to think about it, because that involves using my tiny brain that is oh so small and okay, who wrote this part of the script?
You're the only person who writes these things.
Don't question the flaws within my writing. But anyway, with that, I want to get back to a point I made earlier, with the fact that there's only 4 dungeons.
Ew, it has fucking tentacles. But I think now he'll finally be dead.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is this thing? It's so gross. Look at it.
I think I know what to do.
Oh, do you now?
We need to get inside that moon and confront who's doing this.
How do you plan on getting up there?
I think I know a way. Hey! What the hell is this?
I'm sorry, Tom, but I'm under his control now.
I'm disappointed in you, computer. Not because you betrayed me, that was bound to happen, but because you forgot about one thing.
And what would that be?
My foot.
Okay, what the hell was...
Now, any last words?
Sup, motherfucker?
Ah, yes, my old friend Brent. To be honest, I didn't think you were still alive.
To be honest, I forgot that you look so poorly constructed.
What?
I mean, look at you. Your mask looks like it was made by an incompetent 5-year-old. It's that bad.
I'm gonna kill you now.
Not if I kill you first.
I've had enough. It all ends here.
Computer, I'm bored.
So play a game.
But I want to play a spooky game.
So play a horror game.
But it's not Halloween.
So play this game.
Computer. If I really wanted to play with garbage, I would have looked in the trash can.
Oh no way, it's in there too.
But then again, those moments are very far between the points where things go smoothly, so it can cause an imbalance. But when you play through the game once, you basically know everything like it's on the back of your hand. I clearly love this tiny disc game. So of course, when they announced a sequel, I was all for it, and all up on that shit since day 1. But you know what? I was really surprised when I plopped in the game into my 3DS and found out that it was pretty bad. It's a bad sequel in many ways, but a good game in many others. It's the broccoli of video games. Some kids like it because they haven't experienced sugar, and some kids hate it because they grew up on Pop Rocks and caffeinated soft drinks. But enough fucking around, it's past the minute point, I can curse. Let's see how this game fails as a sequel but succeeds as a standalone game. And now that I say that out loud, I don't think I actually did that second part. But notice how I said Egad and Luigi instead of the entire game as a whole. Well, that's because the game kind of presents itself as a little bit, generic.
Kind of like yourself.
Hey, that Majora's Max video didn't seem generic, did it? Look, it's on my wall.
No, but it was very AVGN of you.
I see your point. I mean, just look at Luigi's model in this game. It's a style you haven't really seen before or since, and it's one of the best renditions we have of him. I mean, just look at him go in all of his glory. When it can be translated to a figurine that looks pretty darn good, you know you did right. And I'm not knocking the current Luigi model, it's still a good fit, but this one fits more in my opinion. These mansions are smaller and they don't have much to offer besides the whole, oh look, it's a tree mansion. Oh look at this one, it's an ice mansion. Oh look over there, it's the White House mansion. It's just nothing that's impactful. I've been feeling this way ever since the game released in 2013, but now since that's over with, I felt like I got something great off my chest. But, you know what, the more I realize it, this could have been a really good Halloween episode.
Well, looks like you're fucked now.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll think of something. Fuck!
I want to make a game, I don't know what it'd be about.
Do you even have the money to make a game?
Computer, do you really think I'd make a game without any money? I mean, of course I have some. Oh. I mean, I guess that's what college does to you.
Looks like you got nothing.
Well, shit! I mean, I don't know what to make without any money. I don't even know where to get the money.
I know a place.
Kickstarter. Oh yeah, Kickstarter, where people beg for money, and when they get the money, they'll almost never fulfill their promise. And it also houses like 1 billion indie games. Bloodstain works well because Castlevania has been dormant as of recent. There hasn't really been a new traditional Castlevania game in such a long time. The last good one was Symphony of the Night, and so fans have been a little bit thirsty for a good Castlevania game. We've been in a drought for a while, and I'll take what I can get. But you know, what if I want my Kickstarter success person from a video game to be in Smash Brothers? That's fucking real? Wow, Kickstarter is such a great place to people to finally get their games out there and receive the right budget to make it good. I mean, I can't see anything being bad with genius like this. If it's Spider-Man in a suit, that's way too tight for him. Don't worry, I've seen it. I've been to Comic-Con. Oh! I see it now. But you know, sometimes it's not a game that fails and flops to the nothing abyss. Sometimes people want to revolutionize the way we play those games. And one of the most notorious failures of a Kickstarter console was, of course, the Ouya. I don't own it, because why would I ever own that thing? It is in the digital world. And look at that, it's floating from my hands because I'm aware of editing. So after all of that, I think I finally know what my Kickstarter is going to be about. I'm going to be calling it Dog Buyer, and it includes a demo of what the dog I want to buy is. And now I will launch it, and boom. It was funded in less than 2 minutes. Computer? Yeah, the dog keeps eating M&Ms, and I don't know if that's a bad thing. Nick, what are you doing on my screen?
Dude, I was messing around with time travel, and I come from a place where video quality's fucking terrible, and I ended up here. Whoa.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but now I can't seem to get out without making someone a theme song.
Wow, what a coincidence! I was thinking about getting someone to make me a theme song.
That's great, but how should I make it?
Maybe if we go through a bunch of different types of video game music, we can figure out the best way to make me a theme song.
Yeah, that's... Alright, can we just start the damn video?
Yeah, this is the stupidest shit I've ever written.
You've written stupider.
That's funny, because I don't remember writing your stupid-looking face.
Mega Man isn't the series to benefit from a lack of music. It's too action-oriented. You take out the music and it just becomes kind of boring.
You're telling me I'm bored as fuck right now.
Oh my god, yes! Wonderful! Can we actually start making your theme song now? We're getting sidetracked.
Right. Sorry. Where should we start?
Well, you like classic video games. Let's go back to the past.
Like the Atari?
No, stupid, the NES. The Atari didn't even have music.
You see, MIDI is one of those styles that can just make me rock hard, or make me want to jump out of a window. When it's done well, it's really good, but when it's done not well, it's so bad.
This sucks. You know, for once, I actually want to do like a holiday special, you know, on an actual holiday for once, but I can't think of anything that's like remotely good.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, maybe it's because I hate Halloween?
What did you just say?
That I hate Halloween?
Oh no, that's a big no-no. That's big bad boy. Nuh-uh, no.
Who the hell are you?
Yeah, what do you do? Wilson, get your regular shot, everything.
What happened?
You got cursed.
I don't feel cursed.
But you are, and now you have to live your life with nails blacker than my soul.
You know, honestly, I could live with this.
Well, then I've also made it so that you can never love your dog ever again.
What are you talking about? My dog's so cute. Look at, oh God. No, change it back. I can't love him when he looks like that.
That's not my problem.
Wait. You can't leave without telling me how to fix this mess.
What do you think this is? A movie where like the main character can just do everything and like nothing ever goes wrong?
I mean, yeah.
Good, because that's exactly what this is. All you have to do is look within your heart to find the answer.
The fuck does that mean? Oh, fuck! You come to this door and... Fuck! It's gonna be about aliens. Okay, so this is how you make a horror thing not scary. You add aliens. Here's squat or you'll die. You sign up to this new gym to lose weight because 20 pounds is just too much now. We get our head beaten in and here we are. Oh God! What is with your arms? That is not okay. No! Put it back! Actually, these games are a good example as to why I don't really like Halloween. I don't like being scared, and when it's a cheap scare, it's even worse for me. I do like the atmosphere, but it's ruined by kids expecting me to dress up and go to a party just to drink and do blow. That's not my kind of scene. You know, I understand the appeal for some people, but for me, it's just not my taste.
Oh, I can get that then. I just thought you hated it for no reason.
Cool, now would you turn my dog back to normal now?
Oh yeah!
Yeah, thanks.
Mark my words, something will happen to you. You need to be prepared and watch your back, for a face of blue will come and attack.
Why did that rhyme? What the fuck? Oh, she forgot to turn my nails back to normal. Fuck. Spooky!
Halloween was 3 days ago.
Oh. Okay, so does that mean like it's the Christmas season now?
I mean, November exists.
Yeah, I guess.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I just missed Halloween.
You did.
But that's weird. I mean, there wasn't really anything that made it feel like that it was Halloween.
You mean like Luigi's Mansion 3?
Yeah, like Luigi's Mansion 3. Oh, I forgot! The game starts out with this beautiful cutscene that looks great and is animated great, and it gives the Mario characters some actual personality for once. The gang is on a bus being driven by a toad who can't see above the steering wheel, and I'll save you the details on how that goes. So yeah, Luigi goes the fuck to sleep and has a nice time in the hotel for the rest of the week. Oh wait, no he doesn't. He wakes up to Peach screaming and the hotel just becomes absolutely haunted as frick, y'all. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. He pulls out this shell-looking thing and it becomes a lab because... science.
Yes, science.
Oftentimes, I'll be in an area only accompanied by footsteps and a dark atmosphere. It kind of reminds me of how I felt the first time I played the first game. I did it! You fucking did it! You made it feel like I was playing the first game but in HD! It's all I ever wanted!
I thought you wanted Gino for Smash.
No, that's my impossible one. This is my possible one. And they did it. When the ghost tail is in your vacuum, you can press A just to wail on these bitches, not only hurting the ghost you're sucking, but the ghosts who are just watching. This is honestly really fun. Just wailing ghosts like this is super cool and kind of out of character for Luigi. It's like the first game, he was cautious. The second game, he cared a bit less about the ghost well-being. This one, it's like, yeah, fuck him up, Luigi! Go! I am ready for the smackdown! Yeah! He's not holding back at all. And I love it. And thanks Satan that it wasn't a trick. Seriously, this game was looking a little bit like Dark Moon. You know, promising, but then you play the first 15 minutes and all those promises are just shattered. Thankfully, it didn't do that. It allows the player to explore heavily, and it's not really so linear to the point where you're just ripping your hair out. Honestly, I don't know if it's as good as the first game or even better than the first game in that regard. That's something that I gotta play the whole game to really figure out, but honestly, I can definitely say that I do like this better than Dark Moon, and by extension, I like it better than my son. Hey, fuck you, Dad. You know, I wouldn't be saying that if you didn't lounge around the house all day eating Cheetos.
Ah, get off my back, God. You know it's fragile.
You're not my son, you're just a normal skeleton! I mean, that makes sense to me. What girl would want to have my child?
Yeah, I've come to take your flesh. While you weep in the corner for your life, I'll rip it off whole and wear it, taking over your life.
Bitch! I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Well, I'm a skeleton, so...
that moment that I decided I would devote my life to taking down all the skeletons pretending to be children of other men. For like 5 minutes, and then I decided I wanted to play more Luigi's Mansion.
You know, computer, I was thinking about, a good redesign for me.
But the way you are is perfectly fine.
Yeah, but why be all perfectly fine when I can just ruin it?
You got a point.
Yeah, it's what my idol, Sonic the Hedgehog, taught me. Jesus. The 90s. Such a time period that I just wasn't born into. Who was born into it, however, was the blue rat that plagued DeviantArt. He looks really cute. Come on, look at him. Most of his attitude comes out from the timeout animations, but just looking at him, you don't really get that vibe. Looking at any other animation, Sonic just looks a bit cutesy. However, comparing this sprite to the original drawings, you can see that Sonic is Sonic. The red shoes, the blue spines, the white gloves, it's all there. They even kept this sprite for Sonic 2 and actually changed the blue a bit, but for Sonic 3 and Knuckles, they changed the sprite and made it actually better. You're telling me that Sega made a change to something and it was good? No, I can't believe that, no.
Where are you going?
I need to process this, I can't. But Sega knew Sonic wasn't working out in the 3D space with this old design, so they decided to make some major changes. They did a little of this, and somehow we got this. Sonic Colors Sonic looks the same, because it is the same. But one thing changes.
Baldy nose hair!
I fucking hate Roger Craig Smith. Okay, that might be a little too harsh. He's just not my preferred Sonic. He sounds like an old guy trying to sound young, and it just sounds a little pathetic and sad. He's gotten better over the years, but he tries too hard to be all cool and edgy. I may be 28 years old, but I still got my bands in my mother's basement. That's what he sounds like. But yeah, Sonic was designed right for TV, and well, as you may have heard of, he was also designed for a big Hollywood movie. And from what I heard, the design is actually pretty good. It's a new version of Sonic that fits well for the movie.
You're joking, right?
No, I'm being serious. What?
You know the design you're talking about was actually a change from the original.
Well, what did the original look like? Oh, God! What is that? That's not okay! What did he do to him? You know, I keep trying to convince myself that this was just a fever dream and it never happened. But here we are looking at this image that was officially from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and just what the fuck? Sonic the Hedgehog has one thing that's just really memorable, and that's, his eyes are connected with two pupils, and it's also the fact that you're never supposed to actually take him as a hedgehog. That's not a thing you're supposed to take seriously. Ah! Luckily, the studio listened, and we got this instead. Hey, that's pretty good. First of all, he looks like Sonic. Second of all, he looks like Sonic! For the longest time, I thought it was impossible to make a Sonic design bad, whether fan creation or official creation, but lo and behold, the movie proved me wrong. But at the same time, it also proved me right, as the new design, while it is way better in many areas, it also borrowed from the old design a bit. But yeah, listen, nothing will be as bad as that first design we got for the movie. And I wish I can just have it wiped from my memory.
I can do that for you.
I usually wouldn't trust you with this kind of stuff, but I'll take it, seeing as I want to bleach my eyes at the moment.
Okay, hold still.
Wait, this isn't gonna hurt, is it? Computer, I was thinking of a redesign for me. Oh, man. Man, who knew you could burn a ham so easily? I'm starting to think that you actually can't speak English. Hello?
Why does it smell like burning?
I may or may not have, yeah, I definitely burned our Christmas dinner.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have set the oven to 750 degrees.
Okay, well, how the hell was I supposed to know that that wasn't the ideal temperature?
It would have been in the cookbook.
Okay, but I don't own a cookbook. I own Cooking Mama for the Wii. Have you ever just wanted to cook but not actually make the food? Well, bam, here you go. Now, to be frank, the cooking process can be a lot of fun. There's chopping up the ingredients, boiling the water, making sure the temperature's right, almost burning down the house because you didn't know how to use the stove. But at the end of it, you're left with food. And you know what? Sometimes I just don't want to eat the food. That's why we have games like these, or at least that's why I assume we have these kind of games. Because why would you want to not eat something that you've made? Like, you made the food. The food don't exist. You can't eat these.
You can't eat what's in these things. Like what the fuck?
Okay, let's get more festive and make something related to the holidays, like squid ink spaghetti.
Because nothing screams Christmas more than thick black ink from a squid going onto your spaghetti. Making it black spaghetti. I mean, that's the only thing on here that really hit close to home. I don't know about you guys.
At the end of each step, Mama will also rank you on how you did, from try again to very good.
Wonderful! Better than Mama.
What we're gonna do with these? Keep it in your desk, save it for next time.
It says it's better than Mama. She thinks I'm better than you.
But we're not done yet because Mama has another game for the Wii called Cooking Mama World Kitchen.
Nice tweeting animation. Also, the game runs in 4x3 mode again. Fuck!
Cooking Mama World Kitchen.
Fuck Cooking Mama. I need a game that's gonna challenge me and make me feel bad to the core. Make me feel like shit for cooking. I need something that gives me hell in the kitchen. I need something like hell.
Why the fuck is it in 4x3?
But you know, I need a game that's actually gonna teach me how to cook alone, by myself. Very lonely alone, cooking by myself. A game that takes the realism of cooking and puts it into an experience that lets me learn what it's like to actually cook.
Cooking simulator's a thing.
Bingo. Well, you know what, computer? I think I learned a few things.
Was it how to cook a ham?
No, silly. It was to let the professionals deal with it. Because doing things yourself is just a lot of work. That's why Amazon exists. Why go out and buy something yourself when you can have an underpaid truck driver deliver it to you? The holidays are for relaxation, reminiscing, and realization that you didn't get Timmy that new gift he wanted, but oh fuck, it's 2 days before Christmas. So this year, make sure you spend time with your loved ones. Tell them how much they mean to you, and make sure you tell them how much you did spend on them, but you actually didn't because you forgot like me. And remember to have yourself a very merry little Christmas. Fuck, I think I left the oven on.
What the hell happened? Portal? Wait. You're telling me they made a first Portal game? According to GLaDOS, the turrets were built for military purposes, but were never used, so they just sit around in the testing facility. However, they're placed within your testing chambers, meaning you have to scoot by these things while they are trying to kill you in their line of fire. That's like walking into my doctor's office and saying, "Hey doc, I'm ready for my checkup." So he says, "Okay, go into the check-in room," and upon entering, I see a Terminator trying to kill me. How am I supposed to feel safe in my own home if my own mother's trying to kill me? Because that's the feeling I get from this. My mother, who gave gross computer birth to me, is trying to kill me with guns. It's like another Tuesday. Listen, this shit is hectic, but it will all be worth it in the end because GLaDOS promises cake. I mean, just listen to her.
The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
I mean, if that's not a robot telling the truth and not lying at all, then I don't know what is. Really, I don't know which one is because mine always lies to me, so I don't know. Anyway, a piece of her body falls off, and of course, being the sane person we are, we make the rational decision to burn that shit.
You are kidding me. Did you just stuff that Aperture Science thing, we don't know what it does, into an Aperture Science Emergency Intelligence Incinerator? That has got to be the dumbest thing that— whoa.
Yeah, that was a good idea. Hello? Anybody? Please, I played the game. Doesn't that mean I'm done?
Sup, fuck boy.
Computer, my god! You're so big!
That's what she said.
Yeah, haha, very funny, but seriously, why are you so big? What's up with the clothing? Why are we here?
You really don't know.
No, I can't remember anything.
Well, maybe that's for the better.
You know, that right there doesn't really seem too good for me. Oh! Fuck. Ugh. Hello? Anyone? Great. Well, guess I'm just gonna sit here and die. I mean, hey, it's what I'm good at, right?
Not so fast.
God?
No, even better. It's I, Gabe Newell.
Holy shit, Gabe. What are you doing here?
A piece of me is always in any game that belongs to Valve.
You know, that's kind of gross when you really think about it. Game opens up where the comic left off, within the cryo chamber. A different announcer from before tells us to do some stuff, and then we head back to sleep. Next time we wake up, we hear this.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for
9.
This courtesy call.
Hello? Anyone in there?
Subject should vacate the enrichment center immediately. Any test subject
Are you
not emerging
gonna open the door?
Well, that must have been one hell of a nap. And what a sound to wake up to, a guy screaming outside the door. We open the door and we plug him into this thing right here and he helps us escape. Oh wait, no he doesn't, he actually wakes up GLaDOS again. Wheatley, you absolute buffoon!
I can pull myself in! I can still fix this!
I already fixed it, and you are not coming back.
Oh no! Change your plans! Hold on to me! Tighter!
But for now, I need to get my ass out of here. But how the fuck will I do that? Playing the game didn't really help me, did it? You know, the game's made it look like this thing was a little bit more bigger. Oh wait, no, here it is. Yeah. Well, that was one big adventure filled with a lot of laughs and emotional scenes, and we even picked up some things along the way, like this Virtual Boy and this VHS tape. Okay.
Too bad no one was able to see it.
Correction, my blue-faced friend. While we were on that oh-so-cool adventure, I made sure to record everything onto this SD card. That way we can share how great it really was.
Well, stick that shit in me and we'll play back some memories.
Coming right at ya. Well, shit!